Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Parkins. I'm the founder of Birch Cove and an integrative health coach and business consultant. I'm here today with Stephen Lambert from Fullscript, one of Birch Cove's trusted partners. And in this conversation, Stephen and I are going to dive into what Fullscript is, why it stands out in the supplement industry, and how it can support your health and well-being. Whether you're already using supplements or you're just exploring your options, this chat will give you some valuable insights. A little bit about Fullscript. It is an online platform offering a wide range of high-quality, evidence-based supplements for both US and Canadian customers. With fulfillment centres across North America, they ensure fast and reliable shipping. Fullscript really simplifies the process of finding trusted supplements and providing a seamless way to access professional-grade products recommended by healthcare practitioners. A little bit about Stephen now. Stephen is a customer success manager at Fullscript, part of the enterprise team. He spent 8 years as a registered nurse working in emergency departments, ICUs, and primary care in remote communities. While passionate about patient care, he transitioned from reactive to proactive healthcare to help people prevent illness and stay healthy. And at Fullscript, he works closely with healthcare practitioners to facilitate whole person medicine and enhance patient support. Stephen, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, Sarah, and thank you for the wonderful introduction.
Oh, my pleasure. I am so grateful for this opportunity to talk with you and to give people a deeper understanding of Fullscript. So let's start with the first question, shall we, and get into the details. Could you share a little bit more about what Fullscript is? I know I've introduced it a little bit, but can you give us a bit more color about Fullscript and what makes it stand out specifically in the supplement industry?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, Fullscript is an online virtual dispensary that allows practitioners to recommend top quality supplements vetted for purity and potency to their patients. And really help support practitioners provide whole person care. So it really distinguishes itself in the supplement industry by focusing on quality, evidence-based products, and a seamless integration for practitioners and patients alike.
Yeah, and that's so important, isn't it? Particularly in this day and age.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want it to be an intuitive platform for both practitioners and for patients. Our platform is designed to support professionals in managing their patients' wellness plans and creating those personalized recommendations.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's important as well that patients then, they can work with their practitioners, can't they, to then have access to different supplements that are professional grade, and there's the testing protocols, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a moment as well, about what goes on there. If somebody's watching this video, how do they get access to Fullscript? Do they just sign up, or do they need to work with a practitioner?
Yeah, that's a great question. So they do need to access Fullscript through a practitioner's Fullscript sign-up link. And once they have access, they can then receive those personalized treatment plans, and then those practitioners can help support them in their wellness journey.
Shameless plug that, of course, Birch Cove has a dispensary because we are one of Fullscript's partners. So our clients can sign up to Fullscript through our Birch Cove link that we have. And so if anybody's watching, they can contact us. And you don't have to pay, do you, to sign up? Once you have the practitioner relationship, you can sign up, create an account, and then you can just browse. And that was something I used Fullscript. I was a customer before I was a practitioner, and for many years. And so that's how I became familiar with Fullscript. But it's very easy and it's very intuitive, and it just allows you to explore and look at different supplements and different wellbeing products.
Exactly. And like you mentioned, it's easy to sign up, it's free for practitioners to use, and it's also free for patients. So we allow patients to explore the catalog independently once they do have access through their practitioner account. And then their practitioners are there to provide them with guidance as to what products they might recommend specifically for their certain health issues and wellness goals.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's talk a little bit about the quality of supplements, because the supplement industry is largely unregulated. And so how does Fullscript ensure the quality of the supplements that it brings on? How does the company source? Does it do its own testing? What's involved to ensure that quality?
And that is a great question, especially in a world where supplements are generally unregulated. Fullscript certainly is committed to quality and safety. So we partner with many brands that uphold the highest manufacturing standards. And then we have a quality assurance team here at Fullscript. And they are meticulously vetting every product, ensuring that they are third-party tested. And we also ensure that the products are sourced responsibly and that they meet or exceed regulatory standards. So those are the types of products and brands that we're onboarding to Fullscript. So even if a brand wants to be on Fullscript, it does take about 6 months to a year to really go through that quality process before we would just decide whether or not they would be a product available on the platform.
I think it's a really important part of what Fullscript does, because there are so many people that are on, the platform, and so many people want to have supplements that it's really important to be able to have those things.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the big piece there is Fullscript does want to ensure that top quality product is available and accessible. And in terms of, there's a lot that goes into the quality piece, but sourcing, we talked about the quality assurance, but also like the delivery and storage. So we have various warehouses across the United States and Canada, and the distribution centers are optimized for supplement storage. And we have an efficient distribution network to ensure quick and safe delivery to customers.
And that is a huge thing, particularly in the States. I've noticed since living here, of course, coming from England, we haven't had to deal with extreme temperatures and different weather patterns. But of course, in North America, there are extreme weather patterns, as we're all very, very aware of these days. And ensuring the quality and the potency of those supplements, the shipping is the storage first in the distribution centers is important to have temperature control, and then also for shipping. And I know that when I receive supplements and when clients receive supplements, there's a cool pack as part of the shipping process. And so it's clear that Fullscript has taken a lot of thought and care and attention to those temperature controlled storage areas, and to ensure that shipping in the right way and in an efficient way, as you say, to make sure it gets to clients as quickly as possible.
Yep, absolutely. And as much as we invest a lot in our distribution centers and the shipping and handling of supplements, as you mentioned, we can't control certain weather conditions. Of course, if anything was delayed or there was an issue with any product, or the supplement quality was not there as a result of a shipping mishap, then we do have a world-class customer support team. You can call, email, speak to an actual human, and we'll resolve that issue right away.
Yeah, the customer support, I can attest to, is extraordinary, and it really puts Fullscript out there as a world-class organization in the response when things go wrong, because inevitably things do sometimes go wrong, right? Sometimes something is damaged in shipping, and then you've got the option to be able to contact Fullscript and have it resolved very quickly at no extra cost to you. There's no hassle or frustration getting to talk to somebody, and it really stands the company apart in that. We've talked a lot around the high quality aspect of supplements, and what would you say to somebody who's considering, going for getting their supplements, but they're thinking, oh, I'll just get like the cheap version, and like, oh, I'll just find it on Amazon or like some site I've never heard of because it's cheaper. Like, why is it important that we make sure that we're sourcing high quality products? Why would it be better for somebody to say, you know what, actually, I'm going to pay perhaps a little bit more to get this particular supplement from somewhere I know that has sourced it correctly, storing it properly, shipping it properly, and it's a solid supplement?
No, and that's great. That is a great question. So why pay a little bit extra to ensure that good quality? And essentially, high quality supplements provide the body with those essential nutrients that we might not be getting through diet alone. So they do support our overall health. They fill those nutritional gaps, and they aid in the management of certain health conditions. So the benefits to proper supplementation are maximized when the supplements are made with pure, potent ingredients. that the body can absorb easily and use effectively. So you might be able to find a magnesium on Amazon that's maybe a little bit cheaper than something that you might be able to find on Fullscript, but you're actually not obtaining the proper amounts of magnesium in the forms that are easily absorbed by the body. So that's why Fullscript, that's why practitioners love Fullscript, because they can provide those patients and their clients with the products that they want, and they know the quality is there.
Yeah, it's so important. And particularly, we see so much now where there are, unfortunately, products on the market that have lots of artificial fillers in them, lots of synthetic ingredients that really then can cause problems in the body, in addition to they're not actually getting the nutritional supplement that you specifically wanted to go and get in the first place. So that's very insightful and helpful to share that perspective, Stephen. Thank you for that. Let's talk a little bit around Fullscript itself. You spoke earlier about you're working with some of the medical practitioners and the experts that Fullscript has on the team, and those experts prepare and create protocols for practitioners like myself and customers to have access to. Can you talk about what a protocol is for somebody who's not perhaps familiar with that term when it comes to supplements, and how the protocols help customers?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I think I mentioned it briefly earlier, but we have a Fullscript medical team comprised of medical doctors, naturopathic doctors, nurses, dietitians, nutritionists, a wide range of professionals, and they create these pre-designed supplement plans with the evidence to back up those product suggestions. So they do serve as a guide for practitioners when recommending supplements for specific health conditions or to support certain wellness goals. And for customers, protocols provide reassurance that their supplement regimen is backed by professional expertise and evidence, and they can be tailored to those to their individual needs.
That is very, very helpful and really important as well. And certainly as a practitioner, I am not a licensed practitioner for giving guidance on nutritional supplements. I know where to stay in my lane. I'm an integrative health coach, so I don't guide people on their supplements. But they have access to Fullscript because of the medical input and the protocols, and also that they're working with their doctors. And of course, sometimes not all medical doctors or prescribing for supplement licensed prescribers for supplements have access to Fullscript, right? Like, unfortunately, we think they should, but and so that means that clients can work with Birch Cove to access those, because their licensed practitioner is saying you can take these, and they need to find an outlet of where to buy them. And of course, it's giving people more of an option, and we've talked about why buying on Amazon isn't always the best option when it comes to high quality supplements. And I will confess, like in the early days, I did used to get supplements from Amazon because it was easy, right? And it was straightforward. And as shops closed their doors and it became harder to source supplements, but then fortunately Fullscript popped onto the landscape and gives us access to that. We did talk about pricing when it comes to the supplements, and yes, we talked about how some supplements are cheaper elsewhere, but we talked about you might pay less, but then your quality is going to be less too. Fullscript manages somehow to keep pricing very competitive. Even with that, yes, you might pay a little bit more for things, but generally speaking, the pricing is very competitive. How does Fullscript manage to do that?
Yeah, and that is a great question, Sarah. But so essentially, Fullscript's strategy is to provide value without compromising on quality. So we achieve this by fostering really strong relationships with our trusted brand partners. And because we have those warehouses and distribution centers, we are able to buy in volume and distribute quickly and efficiently. And that helps us secure better pricing. And we're able to kind of share that saving with patients and consumers so that they can purchase high quality supplements at a more reasonable rate.
That makes absolute sense, and it's a fantastic business strategy as well. And it's also a testament to yourselves at Fullscript, the leadership team, people like yourself working with them, it's a really good company. It's got, you know, great ethos, and it's got great focus, and it's got really good people working with it. So decisions like that make a lot of sense, and it shows up in the way that the products exist, right? It shows up from end to end, all the way through Fullscript out to practitioners like myself, and then beyond to customers too.
Fullscript provides practitioners like yourself with an opportunity to best support their patients with their health and wellness goals. And I think now you touched upon this, but now patients are much more involved. Patients, clients are much more involved in their own health. And Fullscript really provides a transparent platform for practitioners and patients alike to really focus on their health journeys. Yeah, from labs in certain states, but from labs to supplements,
Yes.
we can provide that whole person care model to best support patients and clients. So we're happy to have Birch Cove on Fullscript. And yeah, thanks so much for taking the time to interview me today.
It's been my pleasure. And I did just want to follow up on those two very important things that you said. It is great to be able to have access to the labs as well, that of course Fullscript offers, which we haven't touched on, but there's a whole section of lab services that practitioners and clients can then have access to through the same platform. And as you say, the other part is that people are more involved in their own health, which is wonderful because it's empowering people to take notice of their bodies, to get to know their bodies, to work out what they need, to be discerning about what makes sense, and to work with their licensed medical practitioners, of course, but then also being able to work out how they can provide support. And a supplemental journey, as we know, food is very different these days, our environment is very different these days, and that supplemental support can change at different times. Sometimes we need that additional supplement and support in our lives in a way that perhaps we didn't need in a different stage. And then again, you know, we perhaps it's a lighter touch, but having access to that through Fullscript, and then being able to do labs, which you can work with a practitioner for, to give you that internal view of what's going on in your body in a particular stage, can then add to the quality of your well-being and to your proactive health.
Absolutely. It is. It started out as kind of a supplement dispensary tool, and is now transitioning into a clinical tool for practitioners to support providing their patients and clients with whole person care.
It's brilliant. Stephen, thank you so much. I think we have given everybody a really lovely insight into Fullscript, and hopefully encouraged some folks or inspired some folks to have a look and to get more involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Sarah.